Will we unban Will? Welcome to the third episode of Will We Unban Will, where Will will fight versus Frogger Extreme, a custom game that plays like an obstacle course, where you get your Merlok from the beginning to the end and try to avoid whatever's in the way. Will have 30 lives or attempts to get to the end of Frogger Extreme, but first there will be a bonus minigame to spice up the challenge. Will and I shall play Ufa Party, where we will skip to the end stage, for where we will have 6 attempts each at the Merlok Minigame. The aim of this extra little challenge is to get your Merlok through the middle of the last 3 tanks. Each player is afforded 6 attempts to do so. For each successful attempt that Will manages to reach the circle of power through the middle, Will gain 5 lives. For each successful attempt where I reach the middle, Will gain a Call a Friend card. This card states that Witty will attempt to complete one stage. If Witty reaches the next stage or dies, this card will be used up. What this means is that Will share units with me and I will use his Merlok to try to get to the next stage. If I manage to do so, the card is gone. If I die in the process of doing so, the card is gone. For those unfamiliar with the background story as to why Will is banned because he is a stream sniper to the nth degree, where he would go out of his way to focus me. And more than once, I had enough games to realize that this was occurring, so punishments need to be put in place. Now, without further ado, we will begin with the video, starting with the Ufa Party minigames, and then moving on to Frogger Extreme. If you've enjoyed this video so far, then please make sure to thumbs up and enjoy the rest. Take care. Alright, welcome to the Merlok stage for Will. Will get unbanned. We play 8 of these. If my Merlok gets through the portal, middle or no balls style, then Will can call on me to control his unit in the upcoming Frogger to give him a chance of getting past a certain stage or until I die. So if I die, then no deal. If Will manages to get through the middle, he gets plus 5 lives, and he's starting with 30. So, here we go. Middle or no balls. Okay, well, he's already got one. He's already got plus, a Call a Friend, so he's got 1 point towards Call a Friend. I'll have to write this down. You've got to do this as well, Will. Yes. Yes, you do. You get... What do you mean impossible? I literally just did it. It's not impossible if I just did it. Alright, I'll let you go first, Will. Get yourself lined up. We both have the same ping, I believe, or whatever delay. I can do check me. Yeah, roughly the same. I've got an extra 8 MS on him, but it's not exactly the world. Oh, now that's close. You thought that was going through. I thought that was going through. Yeah, don't die before you get there. I'll
6 months!
Thank you, Derek.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Sup, Dad?
Was that Dad or Dad? Hello, thank you very much. No. I could tell that wasn't going to work. You basically need to move kind of before... Because of any MS. If there was 0 MS, then you would click exactly when the tanks move out. But what I do is I wait until the tank is like here, then I click. So then by the time the MS has gone through, the tank is now here. Do you see what I mean? So you kind of need to click before. Oh my goodness, that was close. Alright. 2 Call a Friend cards so far for Will. Frogger is challenging to Will. He said so himself. He doesn't like Frogger, those kind of games. I'm a bit more familiar with them, so I've got more of an advantage. So this is still a challenge to him, like the insane computers are. No. You want to get yourself as close as you can without getting hit by the tank. Wow. Okay, you get another caller friend. That's 3 so far. Okay. Let's look at it from a different angle. Cinematic angle. Alright. One more attempt to get Will a caller friend. Okay. That's 4 caller friends you got out of a possible 6. So now we move on to Frogger, where Will has 30 lives because he didn't manage to get the middle, so he doesn't get any +5 lives on top of his current 30 lives. Welcome to Frogger Extreme, our Frogger stage, where we shall play Frogger. Now, this can be, I guess, team mode, but I'm not really going to move or do my do anything unless Will asks for call a friend. We'll go with normal mode, so he does have access to abilities if he wishes them. That'll give him a little bit more of an edge. And we are ready. So, basically, if this hits 31, then Will loses. So he has up to 30 lives. So, we're going to watch Will go through the stages of Frogger, of which I believe there are how many stages? 7. Oh, there's only 7 stages. Technically 8 if you count that one. Does... No. You will die. But you do get extra speed. If you require my assistance, then you may ask, say, witty help. You have 4 of these. I'd say Windwalk, if I was going to choose anything. Windwalk, and then maybe Entangling Roots, but really, either... I don't know. I never really use the other abilities, just concentrate on Windwalk. So the way it works is, if Will requests my assistance, then I will try to get him through to the next stage. So, for example, stage 2. So if he requested my assistance now, I would get him to stage 3. And if I manage that, then that's your call a friend used. And there's the 3 more after that. So if I get him to the end of the stage, that's your call a friend used. If I die in the process, that's your call a friend used, regardless of whether I got to the end of the stage or not. Will's being very calm here, very collect. I'm surprised. I thought he might rush through this a bit more, so he's off to a very good start. 30 lives is starting to look like a very generous offer. But this does get much tougher as we go. You almost want to move in diagonal here when going through these creeps. So diagonal up and then diagonal down. That kind of approach. There you go. Very smooth. He's now on to level 3. 30 does sound like a lot of lives, but I think he's going to burn through quite a lot of them as we go through. If he doesn't, then fair play. Well done to him. I did let Will practice this map as well a little bit. So, he was going to do this the other day, but that gave, because he didn't, that gave him the opportunity to have a little go and gets a little bit familiarity with the map, other than the couple of times we played this. 1 life down. It's all very tense, isn't it? The music isn't particularly exciting in this. It's very calm. He's so close to clipping. No panicking though. So this is good. Very calm. S is one of your best keys that you can use on this map, which basically is the hotkey for stop. So you want to right click and stop when you think it's going to put you in the appropriate position where you're not in harm's way. I use that a lot for these kind of games. Merlok slide, all that kind of stuff. Wow, I could have sworn he was going to get hit by that Infernal. That was fixed, that was. Alright, this is where it starts to get more legitimately difficult. These are not all that synchronized, so you can get tripped out. Down goes another. Makes his way through the next part. He claims he has never gone past this bit. Let's find out if he can manage it. Okay, well he's got past the first part of this stage. Now moves on to the bear gauntlet. You've got to be real careful. It's hard to not get hit by those. The shadow is what you want to avoid of those creatures because they still count, even though they're air units. Man, he's so close here. Okay, he gets past that stage and he's almost up to stage 5. Someone in chat, Random Pick Noob, is saying he shouldn't be able to use Call a Friend for the last level. I'll do a quick straw poll for people in chat to decide whether he can use Call a Friend for the last level or not, because I might agree with you on that, where he has to at least complete the hardest stage himself. So now, the unfortunate thing is, this has like 3 stages. If you think one stage kind of has 3 zones, 2. It's like a crystal maze kind of thing. So I'll fix up a straw pile whilst Will is pushing through this. He's used up 1/10 of his lives so far, so he's still got 90% of the way to go, and he's super safe. Oh man, the catapult got a shot on there. Yeah, it's more tricky than it looks, trust me. Especially those air units, it's hard to move around them. You sometimes need to use the M key as well for movement, rather than right clicks, because you can accidentally right click on an enemy mob, or a neutral mob, and it will make your unit walk a bit more strangely, because they try to follow it, rather than just move in a smooth motion. Okay, let's pull the camera back round. So will be able to call a friend for the last level. Yes and no. And there's the straw pile. Shadows were off. Easy mode now. You had shadows off. Yeah. That would probably make it a bit more difficult. At least for this part, specifically. Okay, there's the straw pile. Check the results. So far, okay, I'm speaking, it's going quickly. It's 50-50 right now. Almost neck and neck. With no actually winning so far, but that could change. Will's used 5 lives at this stage to get up to the stage 5. Bear in mind there's only technically kind of 7 or I would say 8 stages, but it does say 7. He's got the wind walk ready. He's going to make a go for it. There's a lot of panicking. He's so close to having that if he just stuck it through. So the thing with team mode is if, you know, anyone on the team, so I'm on Will's team at the moment, gets through to the next stage, it pushes him through. So I could always use my own NPC, but really I'll probably just get him to share units and then I'll move his one. Or actually, I suppose I could just use mine. It's the same principle. He forgot about the shadows on that one. 7 lives. This is starting to look a bit tricky. That call a friend card is starting to look a little bit more enticing, I would say. There's 100 votes in this straw poll with 47% saying yes, he can call a friend for the last level, and 53% saying no. So I will go with the good graces of the chat, because I do agree that maybe using it for the last level kind of defeats the objective. Defeating the last stage is like your victory lap. And if I just took the credit on that, it'd feel a bit weird and take away from the moment, I think. Does Witty just love torturing Will? Yeah, to some degree. I mean, you know, you get a lot of flack if you're a stream sniper and I catch you stream sniping. So, yeah. This is basically Will suffering. No way you can do the last level. Stop being so defeatist. You'd probably be a bit more successful if you think with a positive mindset. What if he doesn't use Call a Friend until the last level? Maybe Call a Friend equals 5 lives for the last level. See, I thought about that as we were doing this as well. I still think no, because if I manage to do the last level, even if it is only 1 attempt, I feel like that doesn't really do it justice. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that cheats me and both you. And also Will, but he's a big boy. He's got to learn. So he has my lives up until the last level. So bear in mind, Will, you've got 4 lives that you can ask from me. I might still die myself. I might not get past it. But I will try. I'll give you that. So you saw it started off so smoothly with the 0 lives, and now we're up to 12. That's 18 lives. What do I do if Will fail? He'll stay banned for another week until he can complete the next challenge. And it'll be an ongoing saga. Careful of that boulder. Bear's gonna get you. He pinned you in there and you couldn't make a move because the harpy was coming back. The boulder gets the hit each time. Now he's starting to rush. You can feel him rushing now, which is costing him lives at a quicker pace. Flaming Corgi says this must be stressful. Yes, I imagine this is very stressful for Will. This is what you get if you stream snipe. I don't go light on people. But I still try to have a sense of humour about the thing. I could just flat out ban him, but I think this is more entertaining. Watch out for the harpies. Ooh. I could see that. 14 lives left and he's considering a friend right now, I reckon. RT? What does that mean? What do you mean an extra bear spawned? I haven't noticed anything odd. Although someone is saying in chat that the bear went through the fence, so for some reason I blindedly didn't see that. if that is the case. Oh yeah. You've taken too long, and now the bears are starting to get well, you better get through this stage quicker, because this is getting harder the longer it goes on. Now that I'm looking for it, it's not happening. Well, you almost went through the fence there on that one, and that cost you there. I'm actually leveling up passively here. Wind Walk, and I would just use Wind Walk, to be honest. I don't care about the other abilities. I don't think it's fair to use the other abilities. They might give a bit more of an advantage. He's not actually actively using them, although he's only got so much mana, to be fair. I will remind him that he does have the player friend card when he gets to 20. Which could be very shortly. Will Wills will be strong enough to defeat the unwinnable map. The unwillable map. Hey, Sam. He dodged the boulder this time. He's making a break for it. The bears are behaving. The motion is fluid. The panic is now. 11 lives left. Remember, when he gets to 31 is when he loses, not when he gets to 30. I think that makes sense, because you start at 0. I don't even know. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say 31 is like the cutoff point. You got 30, and then that's it. Alright. Let him concentrate. Okay. What, do you want me to not say anything? Or we just go super quiet? I think he wants to do this himself. That harpy didn't go all the way. Yes, can we have a moment of silence in the chat, please, so we all can concentrate? I would like to see a 15-second silence, please, in chat. No typing, no emotes. People are typing more now. Right, we're back. Okay. Fuck me! He just balls up went for that one. That was so chaotic. I could have sworn you were going to die like 3 times during that phase. Easy, apparently. Okay, now let's see if you find this one easy. Well, he can at least do himself proud that he managed to get past the stage that he never got past before. Stymaster asks, how do you make any unit attack the closest to them? Attack move. A click, a move. Okay, I thought you might do this. Okay. Share, so it's fair. So I'm using your one and not my one with 4 mana. And I won't use Wind Walk, because that uses up your mana. Plus you should level that up, really. I'll do that for you. Alright, you need to assess the situation of where the mobs go. So you go from here to here to here. Then where? Shit. I am sorry, Will. You got 3 more. It is hard. I've not obviously had chance to practice this. It's working out in the first place. Okay. I really need to think about this. It's where that's the hardest bit, working that one out. So if I stand there, I'm safe. So think of it that way. It's like a checkpoint. So that's safe as well. Okay. I normally use wind walk for this bit, so I might do it. Okay. So that's your second one used. So you get to 2 more. I'll tick these off as I do them. It's getting really tense now, especially when you have to do it yourself. It's much easier just watching Will do it. No. Alright, so you want me to do this one. Okay, so what's interesting about this one? I don't know how close you can get to that. And you get up to here. So yeah, I suppose it makes sense to make me try to do it for you, because as soon as you get to this bait, I can't do it anymore. Alright. Zombie will attack instead of colliding. Well, being wind walk should help versus that. What? Hang on a second. You know what that is, right? No, I didn't. You know what that is? I right-clicked here to hide in the corner. But because this is unbuildable or a blocked pathing, if you right click here, it will go to the next nearest point, aka up here or here. So instead of it going actually here, which you think would be the next point, it goes to the next point onwards. So that's why you saw my Merlok try to go round, even though I clicked here. Alright, okay. Bloody do this again now. Those ghouls are fucking consistent. Don't like it. Jesus, that is hard. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Windwalk ran out. At least that wasn't a one-shot kill. Okay, so let's not get awkward path in here. Right-click in here. Okay, that's it. That would have been all your chances used up anyway, so it's up to you now. No worries. Glad I could do that for you, because I was panicking myself there. 5 lives or 6 lives left, whatever way it works towards 30. I don't ever do math live on the YouTube videos or Twitch streams. My math isn't the best at the times. He's got to stop. He's got to think this one through. I don't know if he's got like an extra point he can spend. He might do, so you might want to do that. Otherwise, you just use your mana on Windwalk, to be honest. The others are okay, but really Windwalk's the key. He doesn't necessarily want Windwalk for this bit too much anyway, because moving too fast can hurt you. Found a nice spot. Wow, he's done good. He's in the middle. Okay. What you can do is you can use insert and delete on your keyboard to look for better spots to right click on. So there, which is done, to find a tighter spot in between the 2 units. I'd say he's got 2 more, so he gets 29 and 30. So 2 more lives. I'm staying quiet, by the way, so you can concentrate. Wait, you got 1 more, you noob! That was me. That was me typing out fast because he was. I wanted to type quickly so he wouldn't keep moving back or get himself killed. No, he doesn't get 21. We agreed on it. Can you get another? What do you mean? Can you get another? So he's going to suicide now, I think. Just so he can get back to the position. You can probably walk back though, to be fair. He's going to do it anyway, even though he just tried to suicide there. What is he doing? What are you doing? He's added extra tension to that last life. Alright, okay. So he gets his point here. We'll let him get away with that. Simply because he thought it was over and he went to go kill himself out of frustration. A lot is on the line though. Oh, good guy. Left before I could say GG. Alright, okay, well thank you so much everyone for watching and enjoying. We'll get unbanned. Stay tuned for another episode. He will probably be playing against a different bot that has been suggested to me, which is another artificial intelligence, which is supposed to be impossible to beat, but I'll test it myself and we'll see what Will does first, is it most likely. Although it isn't a 1 versus 1 map, it's like 6-player map or 8-player map, but anyway, we'll get around to that next week. So thank you very much for watching and make sure to thumbs up if you enjoyed this. So click the thumbs up button and I'll see you later.